Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
What do with that, y'all? This is Chris, such a craziness. Now coming to you, and you with another word on the street segment. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. So, baby, let's sit down and have a real conversation. As Carlos King say all the time with his guests, let's sit down and have a real conversation. So we finally get to see, to hear, don't have to read off her Instagram story what Chantel, what was going through her mind when she, did the whole viral moment that's still viral to this day. Now, Carlos, he sat down with Chantel and she opens up. Come to find out, she the one who hit him up. Because I'm like, damn, Carlos, you move fast. And, he be definitely getting them exclusives and stuff be going viral off of them. So, shouts out to you, Mr. Reality T with the King. But, yeah, so he was, they was just basically at the beginning of the video was going over how this even came about. She was saying that other media outlets did reach out to her, but she was not going to do it because they wanted her to come to LA and all that. And she was like, she has moved away from LA. After the show had stopped filming, she chucked the deuces as well. And Carlos was like, okay, well, I'm going to go on out there, me and my producer, we're going to come out there and we're going to sit down and have this chit chat. Now, granted, this chit chat was 2 hours and something and change long, and it might have been even longer, but that's how they edited it. It's 2 hours and something long. And baby, we just gonna break this down in increments, starting with this part. So let's get into what we really want to know or want to hear. Like, what the hell got you to want to put hands on your mama the way you did?
And this is where I give her grace. Maybe you didn't know how to be a parent, right? Maybe you didn't understand how to be a mother, how to talk to your kids, how to problem solve and be kind and gentle and all of those things. I can give you grace, but you can't tell me that I didn't experience what I experienced, right? And so that's where the rub comes in, because it's like you want to rewrite history and tell me I didn't do that. I gave you everything. I gave you the best life. You did. You could provide all of the material things. He made millions of dollars and you could provide all of the things. That doesn't take away from the fact that I felt like you was talking to me really crazy, or I feel like you were emotionally abusive, or that doesn't, two
Will she
things
call
can
you
be
out your
true
name?
plenty of times.
The B word?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like, you tell me at 12 years old to my face, I hate you, verbatim. That is a moment I will never forget.
Why did she say that?
We were just in the middle of one of our many heated arguments, disputes about whatever it may have been. And it just got to a point where she was like, I hate you. And I think that out of all of her kids, out of all three of us, I'm the most outspoken. I'm the one that is like pedal to the floor. Right? I've always been that way. Anybody that knows me knows that. And that's something that I need to work on. That's something that I need to change about myself and improve on. But this didn't come out of nowhere. And it definitely didn't happen for the sake of this show. This is who I've been. And the instances that we've had that have been very heated, it's never gotten physical, but it's gotten right there beneath it.
So she addresses the altercation between her and her mama. She also acknowledged that she shouldn't have pushed Jackie, but she felt that Jackie was trying to provoke her. And she also shares that her and Jackie has not spoken since the incident. I know they probably have not. And even when Carlos had interviewed Jackie before the show even aired, Jackie didn't say too much. She just said, watch the show.
What is your relationship like today with your daughter?
Everybody got to tune in and watch the show.
Even though it's like a PR thing, because they aren't supposed to tell everything or too much was going on. But watch the show. She didn't speak to, gritty on her daughter.
And my love for my family comes first, Carlos. My babies, them is my babies. Those are my daughters.
Until I feel like Chantel is like, look, Jackie's playing, y'all. She's playing this whole character. But I know the real her, and I want y'all to see the real her. So I'm going to, do in my power to make y'all see this is her. But it's like it backfired. But take a listen to what she had to say about the whole altercation with her mom.
Mother, and did she make contact with you?
She didn't. She pushed me into the camera. Like she balled up her fist and kind of tried to, like she was aiming for my head. But because I ducked out the way, I fell into the cameraman. That's how the finger ended up bleeding. Like it wasn't, there was no real contact that was made other than her pushing me into the camera. Her intention was to probably sock me in between the washer and dryer or whatever they on here saying, but that's not the way that happened. It didn't land. I wasn't, as you see in the next scene, like it didn't happen.
Baby girl, it did happen. It happened. That's why you trying to take account. Well, I don't even know if you really take accountability, but we this is why we heal. This is why we heal. And yeah, you can blame it on, your mama, but from what we seen, I don't see how. I mean, my eyesight ain't all that good, and I got 4 eyes. 2 God gave me, as well as my eyeglasses. But baby, I seen what I seen. You ain't finna sit up here and make it seem like she didn't come in contact with you. Yeah, your hands was up, like hold up, defending yourself. But Miss Jackie Christie did come in contact, and no just pushing you into the camera.
Then why did you go back and tell the girl she hit you?
I think that for me, and what I want people to understand is I can see how it looks like I was a liar. When I left that scene and I went back down there and I explained to the women what happened, this is 15, 20 minutes after this altercation with my mom. Now, should I have left that room and went to my own? Absolutely. That should have been the end of it, right? But as a producer, I think you can understand sometimes when you're in the moment and we're filming this show, you got the mic on, like you're trying to kind of complete this story. If that makes sense.
No, it does. Listen, things get cloudy. Anytime a big altercation happened on any of my shows, right? What I need y'all to understand is cast member called to ask for a play-by-play because things happen so fast that you don't remember things. And sometimes it happens so fast. So.
But did she call her producer that was assigned to her to give her a play-by-play of what happened?
So at that moment, did you feel like when you walked back and told them she hit me, is because you thought she hit you, or did the memory of she didn't make contact with you? Like, what was your thought process?
I think it was all very blurry for me. And I think that I led with, she swung on me.
Yes.
And I think that it morphed into, she really put her hands on me because I was just in disbelief that you really balled up your fist and tried to aim for my head like I was a stranger in the street simply because I pushed you off of me. And I feel like that's what the viewers they're being willfully ignorant in this way.
No, we just see that you was poking, and Jackie gave you what you wanted. That moment that, she just kept walking away from. No, Chantel, I'm not going to do it. But she finally gave you that moment you wanted, which was a pop. Okay? No, we see clearly. The rain is gone. We see clearly. And then it's kind of like you contradicting yourself because when you went to the girls and you was like, oh, she swung on me, I tried to give her a second chance. Yeah, she wanted to, talk to me, and this is what she do. This is what she do. And it's like she was giving them like, see, this is who Jackie really is. This is who Jackie really is. She's a monster. She's this, she's that. She's not who y'all think she is.
You put your hand on my elbow, knowing that I'm upset, whether you were trying to usher me out the room or not, whether I should have left out the door or not. As my mother, you know that I'm upset. You know that touching me is going to send me off. You're trying to not sun me, but you're trying to, come on, do you get what I'm saying? And because I've already made up in my mind that this is the game that you're playing and this is the narrative that you're going with, watch out. Don't do that. You get what I'm saying? I see now how that push looks like, well, girl, you started it and you deserve everything that was coming to you. That is not how I felt in that moment. And that's still not how I feel today. Should I have pushed her? Absolutely not. I don't want my kids to put their hands on me. I want my kids to treat me that way? No. But will I do to my kids what my mom has done to me? No. So I guess we'll never know. But I know that in that moment, I felt like, don't touch me. Like, you hear me say, don't touch me. Now, whether or not y'all want to acknowledge that her hand was on my elbow, whether or not you want to acknowledge that I'm upset and I'm angry and I'm just, you can see that I'm spiraling. Never once did she say, you know what, cut the cameras. This is enough. Nothing. You're playing into this too. Never once did you say all bets are off. This is enough. We both could have said that. And neither one of us did. I know my reason for it. Because in my mind, at this big age, I'm finally standing up to this person that I have all of this anger towards. Mm-hmm. I'm not backing down. If that means that this has to be here on this stage in front of all these people, I don't care. Because I know that I'm confronting this problem in my life for once. But for you, who clearly you take this as a game, you could have removed yourself from this situation. You sitting here on the couch, scrolling on your phone, waiting for the next showdown.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Did we see the same show? Because what she's saying is definitely not correlating with what we seen on that television screen. Yeah, your mama was scrolling on the phone, but she was also telling you, you can leave, Chantel. If you're going to do all that and you don't want, you can leave, you can leave. You the one who kept going on and on and on. Hell, at this point, I'm thinking like Jackie knew what type of time you was on. And she was like, okay, I'll play a little with you. But I ain't finna play like this like you want to play. So, yeah, you can go ahead and leave out that door. And it is what it is. But it got taken to the next level. And here we are.
I need to respect you because you're my parent. But you have got to give me something to respect. Why do I have to respect you just because of your title? Mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, husband, I'm not going to accept anybody else's toxic behavior simply because of their title. I'm not doing it. If that means that I'm a messed up person, if that's how y'all want to view me, I'll be okay. I'm going to go on about my life because I know my truth and I know my intentions. If I had came on here with the intent to embarrass her, to out her, to talk down about her, etc., maybe I would feel embarrassed or like, damn, like she really foiled my plans. Everybody's saying, oh, you came on here with the intent to embarrass your mom and you failed. I didn't fail. I freed myself. This wasn't the goal, but I addressed a dragon in my life and I can walk away from the situation knowing that I handled it the best I could. And until you're in that situation, you cannot tell me how to feel. It's so easy to sit there, turn on the TV every Monday. Oh, she's so disrespectful to her mom. Oh, how is she acting like this? Why is she acting like this? When you don't know the backstory, when you already have in your mind that this is the fan favorite, that we ride with Jackie right or wrong.
No, we check Jackie when she wrong. We check her. Have you seen Twitter how they be going in on Jackie? Yeah, we check her.
This was a very real situation that y'all watched play out. This was not made for TV. This was not something that I did for a check. She did for a check. I don't even think she knew that that was going to happen like that. I think in her mind, she thought maybe she'll just remove herself from this in general. That's what she told the producers at Vegas. I don't even think that she's going to continue with the show because she knows I don't get down like this. I don't play these games. I'm not at that place in my life. Even if at one point I was messy, even if at one point I came on and talked to Laura, even if at one point I had my drama with Drea, I'm not at that space in my life anymore. So why are you pushing me to this point? And now you light this fire and then you walk away and you leave me standing here holding the matches.
Granted, nobody can tell you, Chantel, how you should feel about how your mama treated you, and stuff like that. Granted, we don't know what all went down behind scenes, but we know what you showed us. That we do know. But this is going to be it for this video. I will be coming out with part 2 because, baby, I told you it was 2 hours long. So we got to break it up a little bit. But y'all tell me your thoughts on this one, and I'll see you on the next one.